Hi there, welcome back to part... I don't know what part it is. Anyway, we're going on with the Halifax. She's looking an absolute beauty now, to tell you the truth. She's just sat right next to me now, and she's gorgeous. Anyway, next part is the engines, powered by 4 Hercules engines. That means 14 cylinders. So far what I've done, as you can see on here, we have, I'm just going to take this one off now, just use this for example. Now that one, I do have to admit, I kind of dry brushed this one a bit too much, I think. But in reality, yeah, there is a couple of things I do need to point out. I haven't dry brushed the back. With the instructions, it's saying that some wires have to be attached to the front cylinders down to there, but they don't give you any, so I don't know whether it's a fault in the... Hold on, let me just quickly show you, see if I can find it. Here we go. So it's saying here that the front piece has got some wires going to the back. It has a star sign, which, if I can get to it, indicates that illustration of assembled parts. So it doesn't say that you have to scratch, build anything, they are just there, and for some reason you have to paint them, even though they are not there. So I don't know. Anyway, I've left them because you will not be able to see them once actually installed. Actually, I don't... hold on. I don't know. But actually, I'm confused now. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I'm confused. I'm getting confused with this piece that's supposed to represent, or it is actually supposed to represent wires. I have no idea. Anyhow, this is what we're going to do. Start a bit of this and a bit of this. We're going to basically build up the engine. Everything is painted, as it took me a while to get everything individually painted up and processed. I just hit that and it's deafened you all. So the first thing, we got engine cylinder there. We now take the actual pieces off here. This is why I do need instructions back. Need one of these pins to rest everything in. Let's have a look at the instructions. So according to this, 73 of the pin here, we're just going to trim this off a touch. Just take you out of view shot there. so. Just shoot that across there. Cut that pin off there. Apparently this now, just by looking at it, this is the pin that holds the propeller on, or prop, whichever you want to call it. So that's pushed through. Right the way through, right to the very end. Like so, like that. Now that is actually pretty good. And then apparently, just having a quick look, that should fit on like so. So apparently like that. Now I am going to say I did paint the engine base colour of Revell black, which was the matte, and that is number 08. I then dry brushed it with some silver, which is Revell 90, and the actual head here, I can't remember what it's called, painted in Mk./12, which is a nice, very nice light blue grey. So that's going to be installed into there as quickly as possible. Just going to take some glue, put around the edge there. Right, that's the first one in. Let's just keep that there. The next piece is the actual exhausts, which fit onto the back. As I like how Revell give you all like pieces, how everything is actually lined up so perfectly, and everything just fits together like anything. I am so enjoying this bit, I'll tell you the truth, guys. So that slots into there if we can. Does that? Yeah. If we can. Quite difficult. There you go. So they fit. That fits onto the back, and all these exhausts fit onto the cylinder bolts. Just a couple of taps of glue. Seal everything in. Right round the model. So it's a nice little engine, I have to confess. Nice little engine. Now apparently my good friend Rebels at Cloud 9, he was saying that the sound, just the sound of all these engines, was the exact same noise as what 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines on a Lancaster would make, so this must have been pretty friggin' loud. That was the polite way of putting it. Right, what's next? Right, so that's dry. It is absolutely beautiful. Even though it's such a tiny little engine, which you won't see. Wow, great. So let's just have a look at that. Okay, so just that should go at the bottom there. Oh, okay, fair enough. I've just got the Halifax set up with me. Okay, so that fits onto there. Now, according to this, which does seem rather weird, we attach the front, I can't remember what it's called. It's the actual proper words for it I can't think of, but it's painted in copper. It's always displayed like this, just like on the Hampton and the Blenheim, and the Sterling as well. I'm not sure why, but that's how it goes. Now apparently this just fits on like any so, if we can, like that apparently. So I'm just doing it what the instructions tell me to go by. Just going to add a touch of glue. Now that's very easily explained, and how easily that goes on is actually So nice. On the actual this ring, there's like tiny little studs, and they line up to the studs on the front engine cowling. If you want, there's one bigger than the other, and they just line up neatly like that. And look at that, it is just absolutely perfect. So apparently with that done, you can actually go ahead and fix it to the actual airplane, which then you put the engine cowlings over the top. Okay, I've never seen that before. It does sound like a good idea, and I'm going with what the instructions are saying, and we're going to test it out. That should... I just took it out of focus there, sorry. Now that fits absolutely beautiful. Like that, no problem whatsoever. And it just falls out of my hand. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to trust Revell's instructions, and I'm going to follow coordination with how it's telling me to actually do it. So I'm just holding in place and let that dry. Now it's one thing I haven't done. I haven't done the actual cowlings. So I think what the best thing to do is I'm going to leave that to dry fully onto there, and I'm going to assemble some engine cowlings and see how it goes. Okay, so I've installed one of the cowlings, painted a bit inside, and put the radiators on. Not radiators, yeah. Now, it's a very, very tight fit with that. So it's a bit of a squeeze. Oh, blimey, it is a bit of a squeeze. There you go. So that is now on. But even... Oh, blimey, it is. Okay, just having a look. It is actually a very, very tight fit, guys. Very tight, in fact. So if you have to forcefully hold it in like that in order to secure everything. So I'm just going to add some glue onto the back here. Like so. Here around the interior. Well, interior part there. I think the best thing to do is just force, or just put some pressure on like so. I think we'll have to just leave it now for a while to let everything dry off. I am actually putting a bit of pressure on this now just to let it fully dry in place. Yeah. I'm not sure how that works, but I think once that engine cowling is on, you won't be able to get it off if you have to refit anything. So I think what the best thing to do is check, double check and triple check every single thing you've gone through. Because if you put this engine cowling on, there's no way you're going to get it off again. I kind of did a bit of test fitting before, and I pulled the engine off actually. So yeah, that's where it gets to. So, as always, I think the best thing we can do is, I think, actually, have I got one? I'll have one somewhere. Here we go. See if we can do this. It's to tie elastic band around the actual engine. Like so. So let that fully dry in place. Oh, hold on. Hold on, it's just popped off. Like so. The actual whole engine pops off as well. Great. So do not use elastic bands, guys. So yeah, I'm going to get it sorted. I'm going to do the whole other lot again. And yes, I shall see you later. Okay, so I went away and did all the engines. Not the best fit, guys, in all fairness. They fit well onto the actual, these parts, I can't remember what they're called. The engines fit well onto these parts, but it's just this top part where the air intake is. As you can see, there is a bit of filler going on in there. There's actually quite a bit going on, so that is kind of a big issue with the project of the Halifax, really. That it just has these parts in the back here are just full of just, there you go. Right, so as you can tell, we've masked this little bird up. This is because we are going to actually start painting, of course, get on to the actual thing. Now we are doing in the base colour of H72 from Mr. Hobby Colour, which is dark earth. I haven't actually given it a light coat, to be honest, guys, because I want to see how it looks first with the darker colours. I don't know why, I just want to give it a shot. So straight from the, well, not straight from the bottom, it's added a bit of thinner. I'm just going to go over the top, test, let's spray that well. Light coat over the top. Okay, so I have a few bits coming through actually. So actually, just going to stop that for a second. Get some tissue paper if there is some. So I'm just going to give a bit of blowback on this. See how things flow nicely there. I think the compressor is running low a bit, I think. By the looks of things it is actually. Hold on a second. Just boost this up a bit. So it's a nice smooth finish, I'll give it that. Nice smooth finish, straight from the tin, as you can just see there. That's a better coat. Now, actually masking these windows at the front here was kind of a bit of a pain. And the ones on the side I've actually just masked up with blue tack. So that will be no big of a problem issue doing all that. Do a bit of paint around the entry cowling here. It's not too much of a bad colour. There we go. Okay, so I had to just emergency stop it there. I realised something. I hadn't painted the green colour on the cockpit. That's a big issue. Once again, going back to the painting of the brown stage. nice smooth coat over the top. Checking whether it's actually flowing okay. Just doing. So we'll get this all painted up on the top side. I'll get back to you shortly. Yeah, you're looking at the underside now. Basically, I've gone away and painted the top parts. Now, to be completely honest guys, I had some difficulty with the top part, getting the actual green camo. And I've actually just decided to just brush paint it on because, you know, what's the point? I've just noticed a couple of things, just need to mask off these couple of areas. You know how clumsy I am. I'm just guessing I'm going to get that covered in paint. So let's get some more tape. I know it's not the proper Tamiya masking tape as you might think, but in all fairness it does the exact same job, and that is not enough. It does the exact same job, and I'm just happy with it doing that. Put some on there, and some on there. Oh, damn it! That bit on there. There we are. What I'm using, if I can find a piece of paper where. Hold on a minute. Oh, where's? Oh, here it is. Got some paper. I'm using Revell's matte black to thin everything down. Let's get that. Yeah, it's just a bit too thick. So I'm just gonna bring that down just a touch. Actually, it would be helpful if I actually did turn the compressor on a bit. So as you can see, everything's all done. Just ignore them buys in the background. It's all masked up and we're getting ready to paint. It's a big task, I have to confess guys. Very big task. So there we go. So while I wait for that to load up. Oh, that's much better now. That is much more better. So we're going to start with this middle section. Press there. That's smooth, that's fine. So it might look gritty at first, but once it's dried off, it produces a nice smooth layer of paint. This is why I actually like using the Revell colours. So they just produce a nice flow. Paint straight over the top layer. Like so. So I'm just going to mix this up a bit. Like so. I haven't quite mixed this up well, to be honest. Just turn that off a second. Hear myself think now. Nice, volumised flow. Just the top. That's here. Why have you stopped flowing? There you go. Okay, so it is going to take quite a while to do all this. It's just one coat of black straight over, and that's all I'm adding. And then we'll get on to the weathering then, the stages. if it'll actually flow through properly. No, it won't do because the whole end's blocked up. Clean that. No, that's better. Like so. Nice flow of paint straight across the top. And then we'll get on with actually finishing this actual build. So yeah, I might put in time lapse. See you all in a bit. Okay, so pretty much different to what you not long saw. Here is the Halifax all completed. She's all painted up, and I have to confess, guys, she is beautiful. Look, the camouflage pattern on that. To be honest, this is my first proper British heavy bomber, as you know I said at the very start. This is kind of well, my first actual bomber was a Lancaster, and of course that built, it broke because I was just young when I did it, and yep, this is it now. So this is my first proper British bomber. I am over the moon by it. I want to get it finished. I am on a roll. So now all the paint's dry, we have to seal it in. Of course, what I'm using is Humbrol's clear gloss coat. Normally I would brush paint this, but as it's such a big model, I think I'm going to use my trustworthy airbrush. Just let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, I've never seen that before. Okay, the reason why I'm saying this, I just not long cleaned this out. So I'm just going to see if we can get the rest of this out. If we can get the rest of it out. If not, it looks like I am brush painting. Just put some in there. Right, yeah. And that looks pretty clean in all fairness. Let's get rid of that. Like so. This. Get rid of that. There we go. So what to do, pour this straight into the cup, like so. Check the airflow. Nice even coat, like that. Oh, hold on. Okay, so just go. Spray some onto there, see what happens. Okay, I'm not liking how that's actually coming out. Spray some in here. Spray some on the edges here. Oh, actually. There you go. So simply spray it across the model, like so. Give it a nice coat. See there, do it in the sunlight. Well, lights were with procedure, all coated beautifully. And now, basically what you do is just leave that to dry now for a couple of hours, and then you can actually get on to actually painting the model then. So, well, painting? Decaling, sorry, I'm getting confused here. My mind is all over the place at the minute, tell you the truth, guys. Okay, so the pressure's gone down. So get the pressure up a bit in the compressor. Nice coat over the top. Like so. And also nice, beautifully Halifax. And there we have it. There's nothing much more to say really. Get this deckled up. This has had its first coat of varnish. I might give it another coat actually in a bit. And then we'll actually get on to actually getting this deckled.